Hello. Well, I guess it's kind of the morning stuff or afternoon.
It's probably the morning. 11:30 a.m. on a Sunday is morning.
Yes. How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm so excited to go through everything. By the way, it's like putting together the stacks. I was like, I actually bought a lot.
Oh my God, I know.
C2E2 on my birthday. I was like, because I haven't put anything away yet.
Oh, I haven't either. Just because I was like, it's gonna be too hard to like put it together.
I know.
Yeah. But I'm excited to show everyone. Oh, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks, Miss Ho.
Hey.
Yeah, so today we are going to go through what we got at C2E2, and also immediately after C2E2 is my birthday, and Candace was the best friend, and she took the day off, and we hopped around Chicago and went to bookstores and coffee shops and comic book stores and
Yeah, we went everywhere, but it was a really good shopping day and just fun to hang out.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I have stacks on stacks on stacks of things.
Good morning.
So I feel like we should just like kind of dive into it. You can start us off with some of the things that you got from C2E2.
I'm trying to see, where should I start?
Right.
Oh my God. I know, because I think I have like two. I tried to divide it into two stacks and then put the comics like not by the places that I shopped at, but more of like categories because we need some organization. But I guess I could start with maybe some of the graphic novels and trades.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't get many things signed this year, I don't think. I don't know. This year was kind of just different artists that were there that I either had signed or I didn't really need signed. But last year, Ariel, let me see if I could say her name. Jovellanos, who did the art for Evil Thing, which I've been bugging Hailey that she has to read this because it's really good. But she does amazing art for it, and you can see that the coloring is really beautiful
like, kind
as well.
Of almost like monochromatic. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So she wasn't able to be there last year because she actually got COVID right before. So then I actually got to me and Hailey got to both meet her, I think. And then she actually did a sketch for me in the front. Let me see if it shows up. It's a little blown out, but
yeah, she did that. I was like, that's awesome. Honestly, I should have probably purchased Evil Thing there. I didn't. Regrets.
Well, to be fair, that was like the second day, and then you're like, I probably don't want to buy anymore.
Exactly. Well, and I just like I knew like I was just like very prepared. Like I was about to spend a lot of money on my birthday. We were about to hop around Chicago a lot. So
exactly. But yeah, that was just really nice I love all her work in general. I pretty much wanted like all these prints, but I was like, no, we're just gonna get this signed. But I was happy I got to do that. Okay, then of course every time I go to conventions, if Dan Perrin is there, who's one of the main like writers and artists for Archie currently, like I always go stop by him and see if I want to get anything signed or anything. One of these days, I swear I'm gonna get like a custom sketch by him because he does some really like fun ones.
Yeah.
So that's on my list. But I did get the Archies in India. Because Netflix is actually coming out with a Archie show, and not Riverdale, but that's with a Indian cast, and I love that.
Is it coming out, or is it already out?
Okay, so it says that it's out on here, but I don't think it's actually out on Netflix. I'm a little confused. I have to look at the exact date that it's out, but keep an eye on that. Like we'll be able to watch it like in the States. Like I was talking with him about it. And yeah, he said it's going to be like all the same characters. It's just going to be, an Indian cast, and they're going to have like musical episodes, which is really, really cool because it's going to have like Bollywood music and dance. And like, oh my God. So I'm really excited for that. But the inside it's still like the regular Archie comics. Like I guess it would have been cool if they would have changed it to fit the TV show, or movie. I think it's a movie that's coming out. But yeah, I thought it was really fun, and I just enjoyed talking with him because he was telling me about like his time. Like I guess he's been to India like 6 times for like different cons and stuff,
Wow.
which is really cool. Because I like
That's like
chatted him up
really
about
cool
that.
and also a little bit random, but like in the best way.
Yeah, because I knew that he had gone to India on his social. He was like that he went like to help promote the movie and meet the cast and things like that. I think that's what it was. And then yeah, I was like, oh, was that your first time in India? He's like, no, I've been like 6 times.
Like
I'm
I'm
like,
a pro actually.
oh, that's cool. But yeah, that was a fun interaction with him. Then this one I got. Let's see. The artist Kaylin Smith, who I really was familiar with her work, but just never met her before. Wasn't familiar with her as a person.
Mhm.
But I originally knew her from Hope, which I've only read as I believe it was a free comic book day issue. Actually, I don't remember when that one came out. Maybe a couple years ago. But
Mhm.
this one is basically like a superhero mom story, which is really
Oh,
cool. So I wanted to read more of it, and I love her art so much. So I definitely wanted to get that one. And I have to see if it's the full series. It's at least the first volume. I don't know. I think they might be coming out with another one. I don't think it's out yet, maybe. But yes, I got that, and she signed it for me. She was also just like the sweetest person. Um, and then this one, which I was
that
telling
looks
you,
so good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was telling Hailey about this, that it's actually a like romance story that's a hippie and a demon, which is the most random like pairing, but I love that so much and I really love the art. But yeah, she says that the demon, I guess like he gets more demonic looking based on or more human looking based on how people perceive him. So if people think he's like an asshole, then they'll be like, then he'll get more demonic. But if people actually like, I guess it's about, yeah, if he becomes a better person, then he won't look like that. So we'll kind of see. But yeah, I really like the, just like interior art. Yeah, Hailey and me actually won't be doing free comic book day because
Yeah, we'll be at Short Box Live.
yeah,
Comic
which
book.
is way better.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
I
we
love
both
a
like
free
comic book
comic
day.
book day. I've done so much at free comic book day before in the past, and a lot of times you can even find like back issues of it that you have to pay for. But I've gotten like old ones that way, like paying like $1 or $2. So
Yeah.
if there's
I do
anything
really like
good,
the art for the For Goodness Sake that you
yeah.
just showed. The art looks really, really like
Yeah,
up
and
my alley.
I think the series is done. It had she had like 3 separate trades for it, volumes. And she also had like a compendium that was really nice and hardcover. And I was like, but I just was like, no, I'm just gonna get the first one. And then okay, so this is a really random one. Yeah, thank you. We're really excited. Okay, so this was a random one, but I kid you not, Hailey. This actually looks good. So I think it was on our way out, like leaving on Saturday.
Oh
Um,
yes, I know exactly what you're about to show.
yeah, I don't know if it was like the creators or the publisher. I
I think
really
it was
don't
the
know because
publisher.
it was so fast. But they're like, "You want a free comic?" And me and Haley are like, like
Yes.
we're like, sure." So then they each gave us this like full size, I guess
Was
is
it
it a tree?
Hunter Ninja Bear?
Which is the most random thing. But I was like, so I was like, okay. But then I was like flipping through it, and the art actually looks really good. Like it has quite like a few of the our
I honestly haven't even looked
Joan.
into like in
I
it.
did because I was like really curious because I was like, well, I mean, I'm not opposed to like checking something out. I mean, it looks
Oh,
super
absolutely.
bizarre, but I think it looks good. I mean, I don't know. It was free. It actually looks good. Like that's kind of. I mean, that was a nice surprise because I really was like, oh no, maybe it's not gonna be good. But then I even saw it when we went to like it was in Graham Cracker and everything. They were selling it, so
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
so cool.
But yeah, that's my trades. I don't know if you want
My
to
kids over there.
start showing things or
Oh yeah, I could show
yeah.
a few stuff. So I didn't get a ton at C2E2 this year. Like Candace had said that like we kind of attacked C2E2 in a different way. I didn't get a lot of stuff signed. I think in previous years I focused on getting like signatures and things like that, but a lot of the artists that were there, because MegaCon was happening in Miami the same weekend, which had more comic book artists, it seemed like C2E2 focused a lot more on like entertainment guests, which was really cool, but also just like not necessarily my thing. I'm not someone who like pays for like the autographs or like the photos with certain celebrities. So I just didn't get anything signed this year. But I still love Artist Alley, and I got a lot of like sticker sheets, which I'm realizing I didn't bring over to my desk. So a lot of sticker sheets, but then also this really cool journal with like oranges on it.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love this journal. So I got this, and then I also bought like a washi tape that matched it.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I was like really excited about that. I feel like a lot of the stuff I got was like stickers. And good morning,
Igor.
Thank you. A lot of the stuff I got was like stationary things, and then little Spy Family mystery box, which Candace also got.
Yeah.
And we should open.
We should open. Yeah, we want to open right now?
Yes. I love Spy Family, so I'm very excited. I also got a Spy Family keychain, but it's already on my keys.
Well, I thought this was going to be like an actual blind where it's like in a black bag, but
no. Ooh.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm curious which one. I'll laugh if we got the same exact one.
We got the same one?
No, I said I'll laugh if we did. That would be crazy.
I got Anya.
Let me see. Which, if you guys are not watching or reading Spy Family, you must. It's so good. Oh my god, so cute. Okay, well, I technically got Anya, but
she's like,
you see.
Oh, it's Lloyd! I love that. Here,
and it comes with a little base too.
It says it's mine.
Cute.
This like background is so interesting.
These are like really well made. Like
let me see yours.
It's a little underexposed. We see.
Maybe put your hand behind it a little bit.
There you go. Oh. It's a little better.
Oh, I love that one. It's so adorable.
Yeah, pretty cute. And then it has some kind of base that I don't know. I'll have to figure out how it attaches, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I think it's just it's where he puts his foot, I think. But yeah, pretty cute.
These are adorable.
Yeah, I really like these. I would have bought more if they were like just a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, what were they? They were like $20.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're really well made. They feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's like, it's not really ceramic, but it's like not plastic.
It's really well made.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
They're super cute.
I love that. Hey.
Yeah, no, I'm very, very, very happy with them. And I got like a Spy Family keychain that I put on my keys. And then let me show you guys. Okay, so this was a gift from my boyfriend. He saw that I like really loved this in Artist Alley. So anyone who's like watched Big Hero 6 and knows like Baymax, I think Baymax is like the cutest thing ever. And so an artist had made all of these different renditions of Baymax in like famous paintings. And so obviously this is the Mona Lisa, but Baymax.
Awesome.
And he surprised me because he had seen that I liked it and then purchased it without me knowing. And on my birthday,
oh yeah, I don't even think I knew that he got you that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tim got me this. I think like Dwayne and him like colluded, and like Dwayne brought it to the like my house and was like,
"Oh, smart." I love that. I wish I had seen those because I don't remember seeing like the ones with different paintings and things. Cause I'm a nerd for that for sure. So
yeah, and it's like it has like all of the crack. Let me see if I could show.
Oh, like yeah, the texture of the
texture of like the Mona Lisa has like
on the canvas. That's really cool.
It's so cute.
I love that. That's so fun.
Yeah. Do you want to show off some of the comics that you got?
Yeah, or do you want to show, or maybe you want to show the prints?
Oh
Let's start
yes.
talking
Okay.
about prints.
So,
Hailey is gonna Hailey is good has my prints that I got just because like I don't know, we ended up like going out and things, and she has all my prints that I have to go grab. So we're like, I think it's like two of them if you want to share with them. One I got for my boyfriend, and then the other one is a Sabrina print that I really loved. So
yeah, they're really cool. So these are not mine, they're Candace's.
Yeah, so this one is
Pan's Labyrinth.
Labyrinth, which is absolutely gorgeous. The artist in general had really amazing work, and as you can see, he signed it for me. But Carlos, that's one of his favorite movies, and he loves Guillermo del Toro, and he's definitely got me into him as well. But we have a little like collection of like the figures and things like that. So I saw that and I was like, okay, I gotta get that for him. So I got that from him, and then I did get a print for myself from a different artist, which is super cool. Of course, you guys know I love Archie and I love Sabrina, witches, all that. So this one, she had a smaller print, but then she had the bigger one for just a little bit more, and I was like, I'm gonna get that because it's really cool. It kind of has like I can't. It has a little bit of like dots and things, right? Hailey, like it's more of like a
Yeah.
kind of gives me like semi like pop art vibes.
Definitely.
I just love the coloring. I think
I
it's
really like
in
this
the
one.
like the ink work. I just really love that one, and I love Sabrina, so I just had to. But I think that was the only two prints that I got last year. I got way too many prints. I think it was also because Chrissy Zula was not there, so I didn't buy any prints this year from other people.
Yeah, I really tried to like hold back on buying prints just because my like walls are very much filled, as you can see behind me. But I have like art also everywhere around my house, so it's just like really hard purchasing stuff now where I'm like, where am I even gonna put it?
I know, yeah. We like between the both of us, me and Carlos, like we both like collect different prints and things, and we have a whole stash. From like we need to like get frames.
Facts. So in terms of like buying original art, I've never bought like original like comic art. I recently got a gift from one of my friends, and he gave me original art from Katie Keene. So it's Archie and Friends, and I will definitely show that on here. But typically I do like more print. I do prints. And I feel like I used to buy prints more frequently, but now that like my walls are filled, I'm just a little bit more selective, and I don't buy them as frequently just because I know I'm not going to have a place for it. But yeah, it's hard to not buy a lot of prints, especially when you can get like signed or if it's like maybe limited. But in terms of original art, I only have one original art, and it was a gift.
Yeah, I feel like some of the stuff we have is like maybe original art, but not comic art. Because we do have like Carlos is the one that like he'll seek those like paintings out and prints or not prints, yeah, original art from like designer artists, just fine artists and things. So if I'm not mistaken, we do have original, and some of them are like limited and numbered and things like that. But as comic art, I don't have any yet. And like after seeing yours, I was like, I need to change that because I feel like Archie would be the first one I would get.
Yeah,
Archie.
Let me show you guys.
Yes, please do. It's so cool. I was like drooling when I saw it. I was like, oh my god, it's so cool.
I was so shook. I could not believe. So basically, my friend Patrick like gave me this comic, Archie and Friends.
I need that. I actually don't have that issue.
This is the original art. It showcases Katie Keene, and Katie Keene is special to me because she's the like one of the first characters I ever like read and collected when I was a kid. I have like 80s Katie Keene comics from when I was a kid. That's what I was reading, Patsy Walker and Katie Keene. So this is like super special. Also, it's just like so cool. It's so amazing. Like I can't believe I own this. Like now it's super wild. And yeah, one of the best birthday gifts. definitely.
Yeah, it's so cool. And it's really cool that you have like the actual comic that you know like what it looked like
Yeah.
colored and everything, but then obviously that one's like way bigger. And then now you and me are both reading Katie Keene, so that's even like even more special.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
I am not a writer like that, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
not writing. I mean, I love art and design in general. Because for maybe I mean I've shared this with some people, but yeah, for those that don't know, I actually do graphic design as my actually my day job. And that's like I used to do a lot of fine art like when I was in like college and high school and things, and that's something I've been trying to just get back into because especially when we go to like Artist Alley, it's like it's so inspiring to see people doing that. And like nowadays, like you can people do their own interpretations of Disney characters and fandoms and things, and that's honestly the kind of things that I like doing. And I don't get to do like in my actual day job, so I think that's probably where I would land on that. But
I just read.
who knows? Maybe one day, we never know. Pretty cool though.
Thanks, Miss. So yeah, I really like the panel. I love like that it just like really showcases Katie Keene. I mean, original art is just like so incredible. I can't believe I own something like that. Like
it's
it's
so cool.
Like one of one. That's wildness.
So
cool. Wall space is a big issue. I do like the idea of like switching it up like every now and again.
Yeah.
I just like I haven't got like I just put up like my art because I just moved into this apartment not even a full year ago. So like I'm still in that space of like I really like everything that's on my wall. So I am, but then again, I just got like the Katie Keene original art. So I'm definitely going to frame that. That's definitely, we're going to find a home for it somewhere.
Yeah.
Thanks. Do we want to get into some of the other things that you got? I have my small stack of comics. Again, I didn't really buy a lot at C2E2. I had really great willpower this year, which is shocking. I say that, and then immediately we're gonna like look at the thousands of things that I bought on my birthday.
Yeah, I feel like you and me flip flop. Like I got a lot at C2E2. Yeah. Because Victory Comics gets me every time. Actually, I don't even think I went to that many vendors. Oh, hello, happy Sunday. But I tried to organize this not by vendors, more so like categories. Have some organization. I think we only maybe shopped at like 2 or 3 vendors.
Yeah, we did because this year also I had brought so Friday Candace and I went with my dad and my boyfriend and one of my friends, and all 3 of them had never been to Comic-Con before. So, we didn't want to like sit there like digging through like comic bins while for like 40 minutes. So a lot of it was like mostly like kind of like showing them everything, like showing them like the cosplay and all that stuff and just kind of like enjoying the experience of being at a Comic-Con. Yeah. So Saturday, it was so much fun. So Saturday we did a little bit more like digging, but it wasn't like as intense as it has been in like other years, which honestly it felt really nice to just like have a more chill con experience.
Yeah. Plus we knew like we were gonna do stuff for your birthday, that we have the con next month. So it's like but I can just jump into it. Okay. So the first thing is because I still need to board this. I ended up getting the first issue of Black Cloak because Hailey was I think it was one of our episodes, if it was last time or maybe the one before. Hailey mentioned that she read Black Cloak and it sounded really good. And the artist was there, which did you know that she was going to be there?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, so that was just a nice surprise, and I wanted to like read it too. And of course, like she was there, I get it signed and everything. So I got that first issue, and haven't been able to read it yet. But I'm excited because since Hailey has been talking about it, and says it's good. Then we're gonna go into the Archie comics, and I'll try to go through them swiftly. But Hailey actually has this comic as well. but we both got,
Yeah.
this is actually a really new comic, and the artist was there, which was really cool. And it's Archie is doing, I mean, they already have like a bunch of horror series, which is really cool, but they've been coming out with like a whole new wave of them within the last couple months. So yeah, I am excited to read this. It's, of course, the Pop's chocolate shop is actually the diner that's in the town of Riverdale. So I'm really curious to see what kind of what kind of things going on with that. But I'm excited. I think, yeah, me and Hailey will probably read it together. We'll see. You know, Hailey hasn't read too much Archie, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to read it. I'm glad that we both got that. And Temple, we're going to Short Box Live next month. So we're flying out to Santa Clara, and we're so excited.
Yes, I'm really excited. My first time going to California too. Okay, and then then there, this one I think was the ones that are gonna have these stickers are gonna be ones that I had like all of these Archie variants. Hey, you can date with my wife now. Nice.
Yeah, no, I totally feel you. Exactly why we were like, we're like, we'll do digging the next day after you guys.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Whenever I go anywhere that's like not someone that collects comics, I'm like, I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is another recent Archie comic that I just haven't gotten yet. I am just behind on just picking up comics when they've been releasing because I've been trying not to. So I did get that one. It's another horror one. Then, as we know, Archie has a lot of random crossovers. And I haven't read the series, but I've been collecting it, especially for the covers. And it's Archie versus Predator. I think, is this the regular?
I love that Candace loves this specifically so much.
It's just really bizarre. I mean, I think actually one of them is the first. I guess yeah, it's like Archie Predator 1 and then 2, like not volumes, like it's like a whole separate series. But I thought this was really funny, so I was like, I had to get that one.
I love it.
This vendor had a lot of really good variant covers, and I really like this one as well. Just because it had modern Archie, classic Archie. Is that his? No, I can't remember if that's Jughead's dog or that's his dog. It's either Vegas or Hot Dog. I can't remember which one. Yeah, they're really fun. That's why I got suckered into that. But yeah, I eventually will get around to reading those. Then I was really excited because, and even Hailey's been getting into these high books.
I feel like the con, it's one of those things where at C2E2 the booze are pretty expensive, so I feel like when you see, like I found certain books where I'm like, that's it was a little bit pricier. Like I don't know that I genuinely would buy like a book that I really want at C2E2. I'd probably either do it at a smaller con or get it off of online, just because like I know that like it just seems like some of the prices are just like a little bit higher.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the ones,
so they need to make their money, but like in a way that I felt like was a little like I could probably find a better deal, not at C2E2.
Yeah, and like I think I honestly always look for more of like the $1, $1 to $3 ones, which is why I love going to the Victory Comics one, because they have like, well, first of all, they have all my kids comics that I like, and they actually had like 6 bins of it at this time, so I was just going crazy there. Yes, he definitely has. But yes, so I ended up getting. I am been collecting and reading Afterlife with Archie, which is another horror series. I think it was one of the first Archie horror series, if I'm not mistaken. That came out. Let me see, what year was that? 2013. Yeah, so I actually was reading. Was I reading comics around then?
I really like the artist that does a lot of covers for this series. I've definitely been like speaking about.
What is his face? Frank Avila or something. But I am missing like a bunch of the issues because I have a trade. I have a bunch of the earlier ones, some of the magazine ones, but a lot of them are actually they're not that easiest to find all the time. So I ended up getting issue 8 and 2 variants of issue 9. excited to read those. Yeah, it's really good. For anyone that doesn't know, it's like it's another like zombie story, but done really well, I think. And plus, it's all the characters of Riverdale, so it's fun. Or not the TV show Riverdale, the just Riverdale in general. But yeah. And then this one was more of a I do like this series as well, but I was a cover by for sure. Was this is a 10th anniversary of Archie's married life, and it has Veronica and him on the cover. Because there's a series that actually called Archie's Married Life, which I never finished, but it's really, really good. And it's where it basically in one reality, he marries Veronica, one he marries Betty. And then this one is just, of course, you can see that it's related to the one where he marries Veronica.
I like the old school, like Veronica in the background.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm pretty sure that was the first one. So I'm glad they made a lot of series like with other characters and that they're doing it now again. Which is really fun because I think that way there's like kind of there's different Archie series for anybody then. So I think that's really cool. Another one that I did read the series. It came in a trade. It was just like a mini series. But I got a bunch of the variant covers because I didn't have them as much. And it was actually Batman 66 with Archie, which first of all, if you guys know Archie, like that's such a classic with the milkshake. And I just hit with like Batman's face.
I love it.
But the art is stunning on these. And just really fun. The story was fun too. It's definitely was more of like old school Archie, classic Archie. But it kind of that fit because of being Batman 66. Just a fun collab. They've done quite a bit of collabs with DC.
Yeah, that's so fun.
But yeah, here's this one. Now I didn't really watch like a lot of Batman 66. But I've read some of the comics from that series, and then I just love the retro look of it too. And here's one with the Joker, OG Joker, really cool. And let me know at any point if you want to jump in and show more comics. I still have quite a bit.
What does your stack look like? My stack is, I actually have a little bit more than I thought. Yeah, I can jump in and show some of my ones. As you, like Candace already had shown, the Pops Chocolate Shop of Horrors, I thought was super cool. We couldn't pass this up.
Yeah, the artist was really nice too.
Yeah, I also got Black Cloak. I got issues 1 and 2. Because I didn't know that the artist was there, and then we like passed by her booth, and I was like, okay, because I really do like Black Cloak. It's a really fun series, so it's been really fun to read, and so I'm excited to like have her sign. So I got issues 2 and 3. Well, yeah, you definitely have to check it out. It's a really good story, and then the art is just like really good. And then I got a little print.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot I actually got this.
I did too. That's gorgeous.
But this is beautiful. I love this. This is done by the artist who did the chocolate shop.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And so I'd pick this up from her. I got Patsy and Hattie, which I'm very excited.
I love
Girls
that.
on the Go-Go. I really like this.
That's so fun.
Is it Peter and Gordon? I don't even know. I don't even know who these people are, but it's really fun.
Yeah.
Then I got some like Gwenpool. I think like mostly what I had gotten at C2E2 in terms of comics was like things to fill my a certain run. So for the Unbelievable Gwenpool, I got a few. I love this one so much.
Yeah, those are some good covers.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah, I love that so much.
And Patsy Walker, I got the hip hop variant, which I thought was super cool. Another Patsy Walker #1. And then I love that it has like Jubilee.
Oh, that's so fun. I need to read her stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then another one.
That's cute.
Yeah, and it has America Chavez on it. So yeah, this this is like issue 15. So I was excited to get like some fillers. I have some other comics, but you can continue showing yours and then we'll bounce back and forth. But yeah, there was like a lot of filler stuff, but yeah, so good.
So let's continue with Archie. Okay, a couple more Archie. Yes. Okay. All right. So one of them that I've been also collecting, because there's just so many Archie series, is Little Archie, which is of course when they were little. So cute. And I thought it was funny, just the little bubbles and everything. But yeah, I have some of those I've been collecting for fun. This one was funny. Is an Archie and Friends one that basically Betty and Veronica are both playing Juliet. And he said, "You can't have two Juliets." Sounds like Archie. Then I did get one of the older what year? I wonder what year this was. I'm not sure. But one of the Sabrina ones, where they're having like a witch fashion show, which is really fun. And then this one is an older Life with Archie, which is cool. And then I'm now going into Marvel. Let me see how much I had for that. Decent amount. Okay, so Hailey actually has one of these as well, but I got some of the Tsum Tsum.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just putting in my charger.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I will talk. Yeah, so Marvel did this series. I think it was a mini series with Tsum Tsum. I do have the trade, but I wanted to collect some of these single issues, and I got 2 of them, which are really cool, really fun.
Yes, absolutely. For Gwenpool, I love Gihuru. Thanks. Candace, when are we going to read the things that we bought?
That is a great question. Well, now I feel like this was important to do just so we could, first we know what we got, then so we can actually like put it away and then start reading. So hopefully soon.
Dude, we'll start reading. There's so much.
Well, hopefully you guys will see it in our back issue section, which will still count it as back issues, especially because they are back issues. But yeah, so and also Hailey has a copy of this because I'll tell them. So Hailey's birthday was at the beginning of, I was on the 5th? Your 5th, yeah. And that C2E2 was like right before then. So I was able to, she wanted this comic, but then she put it back. And then I snuck it into my pile.
I was trying to be good, guys. I was like, I don't need this. I might want it, but I don't need it.
Yeah. So I snuck it into my pile and I was like, okay, hopefully she won't notice. And then we were paying and I thought she was going to see, but then she decided to look through boxes and I'm like, okay, good. You do that. And I was able to like actually sneak it in for her because I know she really wanted it.
It's so cute. They're adorable. I love them so much.
Yeah, really fun. And then I got some X-Men. I got this, I think reprinted giant size X-Men, which is a really cool version of it. And I think it's extra. It includes like new stories and stuff too. And then I think these are 2 different giant size X-Men's of like when they came out, but I really love this cover. Especially because I've been reading with Justin and John on Omni X-Men, so I've been like really enjoying like a lot of those older X-Men stories, and so like I really wanted one of these, especially because it pays homage to the originals. Then I also got some. Well, actually, no, you didn't get Howard the Duck. He just was on the covers, but yeah, continuing my fascination with Howard the Duck, I got This
is absolutely true.
Yeah. Well, I wanted it to be a surprise. So I got a couple of Howard the Ducks. I'm mostly going to be reading through the trades, but I do like some of the covers when I can get them cheap. So I got this one with
Squirrel Girl.
Yes, which I've started reading her series, which is pretty good because I've never read any of hers. And then this one as well. I mean, I just love that
Cool. I like
the
that one.
story in general and the covers always include like other superheroes and characters. So I don't know. That's why I love it a lot. Then last Marvel was I got the X-Men and Moon Girl, which I just really love this cover. I, of course, like I said, I've been reading a lot of X-Men lately. I've read some of Moon Girl. Haven't watched the show yet, but I've been enjoying what I have.
I started watching it. It's
what
really
I have
cute.
what I have read, I do really like. I think she's a really cute character. And then I have two more, and then I'm done with I think my haul for that. So then we're ending that C2E2s with I got two Simpsons comics because I like to collect those. So of course this one is like whole gang in there. Yes, I really like it. I think I didn't know how humorous it was going to be, but I really like all the jokes and like how they have jokes in the footnotes and things like that. It's a really fun, like different character, different vibes. And then I got this one, which is for like the Itchy and Scratchy. I always forget which one is Itchy, which is Scratchy. But the play on like Tom and Jerry that they have at the Simpsons.
Yeah.
But I really like that one. I think that's it for C2E2. Let me see. Yes.
Wait, I still have a little bit from C2E2. I did Victory Comics as well, and again, I kind of just like got fillers for some of the runs that I'm collecting. So I got Moon Knight, but cool. Like for Greg Smallwood. I
love his work so much.
Artist. And Jeff Lemire. So I got a few of these, and it was like they're pretty cheap, so it was really nice to grab. Cheap West Coast Avengers. Love my girl Gwenpool.
That's so fun. Is this a bumper cars?
Yeah,
that's fun.
I think it's hilarious. Some more West Coast Avengers. I love this. America Chavez.
Oh God,
Hawkeye. Gwenpool. I also got some Young Avengers. I'm really excited to like keep like filling out these the Young Avengers volume 1 and 2. And that is all I got from C2E2. I feel so proud of myself. I really didn't get like a ton. I say that, and then I have like
you got a ton somewhere else.
Yeah, the Lemire run is like really cool, and especially knowing that the Moon Knight show was like really kind of like based off of that, especially with like a lot of the mental health aspects. And then Craig Smallwood is just like such a phenomenal artist.
Love his work so much.
I'm like, anything he does, I'm like, I want it. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I really
good job.
Did well. So I'm gonna go into a little bit of some of the stuff I got for my birthday. So you guys saw the Tsum Tsum cover that Candace got. She also got me an Archie and Friends. Twilight, by the way.
Yeah, that's a part 2 of this Twilight series homage one.
I love it. Another Archie and Friends. Which is super fun. And then I love this Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever, but with Storybook Land. I think it's so cute.
Which was another one I snuck, because she thought I was buying it for myself when I already knew I had it.
So. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
I was like, oh, good, because I thought I was gonna ask her if she just wanted it in general, and then I pretended that I was getting it for myself. So
and then she gave me little washi tapes. This has like Lord of the Rings kind of like washi tape designs, one that has like books, and then like a little sticky notepad that is like kind of like bookish.
Yeah, they're all like book shaped and stuff.
Yeah, and Candace also got me these like really like stackable, really cute cups, like coffee mugs that have like Lord of the Rings like watercolor paintings on them. They're beautiful, but they are in my kitchen. And so the day that we were hanging out on my birthday, we went to a bunch of comic shops and we went to Alley Cat and Graham Cracker. And so one of the things that I got was this kind of like zine. I have actually issues 1 and 2. It's like Street Fighter meets Sailor Moon. And I got issues 1 and 2 when I went to what was it, like Sprocket Rocket? I feel like I'm messing up the name, but it's this like really cool like zine magazine store in San Francisco.
That's
so
right.
when I saw this on the shelf in their like zine section, I was like, I need it.
That's so fun.
Yeah, Deadly Class. I am doing a show with JP and Gore and Bearded Comic Bro, and we've been talking about Deadly Class. So I'm slowly but surely like filling in my like series. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. There's like, I feel like all the like cops are like.
Oh, I thought that was me. We get all of that on my street too.
In terms of manga compared to regular comics, I read more regular comics than manga, but I started reading manga again. Like when I was younger, I had read a lot of manga, and that like more than comics, but now it's kind of reversed. But I've been like getting back into it, and I've been also watching a lot of Crunchyroll. But Candace is definitely.
Yeah, I'm not sure really. Yeah, the ratio between them. I mean, sometimes it's honestly like pretty even. I read a little bit of manga growing up, but not so much. Really, it's been like in the last couple of years. There'll be some manga that you actually will be seeing as part of my haul for when we went out for his birthday. So yeah, and then I've also been watching Crunchyroll and Hulu and stuff for that. So yeah, I would say pretty much a good mix of comics and manga. I love both.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm really like excited that I found a few. We're slowly getting there. We're slowly filling up the run of Deadly Class. Yeah, my boyfriend actually got this really cool print. It was like of a rap artist.
Yes.
Don't remember the name.
I honestly don't remember either. But yeah, I remember that artist did a lot of like, was it kind of like Japanese style? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was like Japanese like style, like graffiti-ish art.
Yeah.
And so it was like of this like really cool rapper that he liked. So he got that, and then my dad got a print that showcased like a scene from like Wayne's World. Yeah, and so he actually just got that framed just past weekend.
Very cool.
Yeah,
expensive. It definitely can, just because like they have so many volumes. It takes up a lot of book space or bookshelf space.
My mom would always be like, I paid $10 for this thing that you read in an hour.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I also got some Katie Keene, which thanks to Candace for like pointing out we were digging in Graham Cracker, and she was like, I found some Katie Keene, and I was like, I need it. Also with Beauty and the Beast, Candace had found this and let me have my picking of one of the Disney comics.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I got the Spider-Verse reprint for Gwen Stacy. We got some House of M action. Rogue and Gambit, because I hadn't like picked this up, so I got issues 1 and 2.
I finally read the first one. I will say that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, we'll definitely have to dive in for our back issues. Yeah.
Scar. I am so excited about this, and also they're coming out with one for Maleficent, and I can't wait. Actually, what was hilarious is that I think like a couple of days prior to like my birthday, Candace and I were FaceTiming, and I saw that on Final Order Cutoff that they were doing like the Maleficent ones, and so on my birthday we came back after like shopping all day, and we watched Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, it was so fun. I haven't seen them forever.
I also got a lot of Batman and Robin adventures, and I've been watching the old Batman series, which has been super fun on HBO Max. And I love like the cartoon design.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was like such a fun one. It has like Catwoman on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are fun. I've collected some of those too.
Yeah, they've been really cool to collect.
Actually, I think I did buy one. That's part of the haul. We'll see. That's cool. I love the tattoos.
Me too. It's like Batman on the arm. Also, I got I don't know if people call it NYX or just Nyx. I call it Nyx. But this is the last issue that I needed to complete the run. I don't have issue, I don't know, whichever issue is like really, really expensive of Laura Kinney. But I have the, and it's not like necessarily a reprint, but like a collections of like issues 1, 2, and 3 together of Nyx. So I have issues 1, 2, and 3 in that thing, like kind of like collection, and then I have the subsequent issues. So this was the only one that I was missing, so I was really excited about that. And finding at Visions, didn't have this issue, and then I found some like Star-Lord and Kitty Pryde, which I was excited to pick up because we love Kitty Pryde, and also Star-Lord is really cool. So it was fun to grab a couple of issues. Some more House of M. And those are all the comics that I got when we were shopping. Yeah, it looks one of the best Disney villains, period. It is hilarious you say that because Candace and I were hanging out and we were playing a game. And the way that this game, we were playing a card game. So basically you take a card and you lift it to your forehead and it has like a value, and you have to like basically choose a topic like
Disney villain, Disney characters, as I did.
And then everyone in the room has to like guess a villain, and you give it a rating, and you don't know what card number you're holding up, but it's basically kind of like a get to know you game in the way that like, you know, you're like, my favorite villain is like a number 9 versus like a 2. And so I done Scar, and Candace is out here like 4. I'm like, okay.
Well, compared to the other ones, I still like it. I still bought one. I love it. I do like it as a villain. Plus, like, I just love Disney villains in general. Oh,
no,
yeah.
That's so sad to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have like...
I don't have high expectations.
I love Disney comics. I love the Disney villains. So just the art does it for me, really.
He is a 10. I agree with you. You can show off your comic haul that we got at when we were hunting.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the manga, which actually, I had gone to Barnes and Noble with my mom like a couple days before that, so I did get some of these mangas that I did end up finding also when I was with Hailey. So I'll kind of like group those together. So the first series, I got.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Yeah, go for it. I got volumes 2 through 5 of Ascendance of a Bookworm, which is currently definitely on the list of like one of my favorite manga series for sure. This one, I had read only the first volume up until now, which once I've got a bunch of these, they were just like kind of harder to find at my Barnes and Nobles. There was like one specific one that had them, but like I was having trouble finding them. So I ended up finding Barnes and Noble and Alley Cat because they have a really good manga selection as well. But basically the story is about I think she's like maybe in her late 20s. In modern times, this woman that's a huge like book nerd, and she actually one of my fears in life, she gets crushed by all of her books that fall on top of her, and she dies. And
oh my god, that's so tragic. Also, is that my future?
Yeah, kidding. I know, right? So then she like wakes up, like she kind of has like, she prays to God, like, okay, if I'm gonna die, like I hope that I'm reincarnated in a place that, you know, has books. As long as I can read books, like I'll be fine. And so she wakes up as this I think 5-year-old girl, and I don't know, she might have switched life with her soul. I don't honestly know yet, but in like way, like I don't know if it's medieval, but like way before technology, and where books were not as easy to get. Exactly. It wasn't a fear I had until I thought about it. Yeah, so then so she's actually not able to like find books, or if she did, it was like the nobles that would have them because they were like expensive to make. So basically the whole series is about her trying to figure out, how can I make books? What are ways I can make paper? How can I learn how to write in this new language? Like all these things. So it's an ongoing series still. I don't know. They're on like, I don't know. They probably have at least like 10 more than even what I picked up, honestly. And I also started watching the anime on Crunchyroll yesterday because I really wanted to, like, they did a really good job of like being accurate.
I was going to ask, like, does it feel like a good adaptation?
Yeah. And I also think I'm not sure which one came first, the manga or the light novel, but a light novel is also like basically if a manga was written out as a regular book. So they have those as well. So yeah, I highly recommend. It's really fun, really cute. So I am excited to read that, like the rest of it. I already think I've read like 2 or 3 of the volumes already since like we bought them. And then I got this one as well. 2 and 3 of this series, which calls, manga series have the longest names.
It really do.
The NPCs in this village sim game must be real. Which I guess, yeah, quick summary is just this guy, modern times. He plays like one of those simulation games, kind of like maybe like Oregon like Trail vibes, just fantasy, like medieval type stuff. And basically, like, from what I'm seeing, the characters in this sim game like are actually real. And like that's all I'm gonna really say right at this point. But yeah, I got through the second volume already, so I'm enjoying it. This was another one that was hard for me to find, honestly. That's my manga. I don't know if you want to show anything else before I continue, but
no, keep continuing. I think next I'll show off all of the books I bought.
Yeah, I have one book, but it was in my Barnes and Noble haul. So Hailey showed these as well. But I also
and Kitty Pryde.
Huh?
The Star-Lord and Kitty Pryde.
Oh yeah. Because I love both of these guys, and I did hear about this, and I was like, really? They had like a thing? Like I was all for that. I was like, I need to know about this. So Hailey found them first, and I was like, okay, is there more? And she's like, yeah, there's still more. So I grabbed one, 2, which I really like this one because it's like a pop art type. And oh wait, no, this is 1. Sorry, they look similar. 1, and this was 3. Yeah, 3. So I really want to read these and collect the rest of them as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to read that and like dig into it a little bit.
I try to organize this by category. So yeah, okay. Then I got the little X-Men and Avengers, like Marvel.
That's so cute.
Which, yeah, I think I have some of these digitally, but I found one in the wild, so I was like, I might as well get one. It's Scotty Young, which I love, so I really wanted to start collecting some of his covers. Which one? Which team? Oh, the Star-Lord. Yeah, it definitely is. And then I got the. So I think, well, yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen by now. But this was something I actually talked about in one of our first was it
comic
gossip sections.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's where they have the Disney 100, which is celebrating 100 years of Disney, the company as a whole, and they have a collaboration with Marvel where they're doing a bunch of Disney and Marvel covers, Disney is homaging Marvel covers. Yes, super cute. I love Scotty Young's like little Avengers and X-Men ones. Yeah, so this one, of course, is the Infinity Gauntlet. I recently did get I finally got ones that I had pre-ordered because I didn't know how hard they were going to be to get, so I pre-ordered 1 through 3, which I have. But this one actually was able to pick up because now they're pretty easy to get. That was one thing that was oversold at
Yeah.
C2E2.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
it was
remember.
for like $10. You're like,
I
you
was
can
like,
just get it for cover price.
it's just retail. Like, I don't know. Then this was the one I got of Scar. Yeah, honestly, like one of the cover A was just one of the best ones, and the one you got as well. Because that was David Nakayama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one I really love the art for this one.
So good.
I don't know, I'm excited to read it, even if it's not like, the most amazing story, but I mean, I love Disney, so. As speaking of Disney, we have a couple more comics. One of them is Donald Mickey, which this is I'm assuming it's related to the one of the short cartoons that they had, which was like Mickey and the Beanstalk. Which of course is like a Jack and the Beanstalk retelling. Really fun cover there. And these were the ones that were done by Gladstone, which is older, who they used to work with back in the day. And then I also really like this one, Aviation Mickey, and his own comic. I've been collecting some of those. Now we're going on to DC. So I got, I haven't seen the second one yet, but I recently saw the first one. I was really late in seeing the first one, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. So I saw this one, and I thought it was just really cool because I haven't read any of the comics yet. And this one, I think, is not sure like which series this is, but I just really liked it as far as it had like all these different versions and stuff. So.
That's super cute.
And it was a first issue. Then I also got a Batman Adventures, and which not only because I saw this at Hailey's, and it was actually one that I have been wanting. Yeah, it is. I really like it. I saw this one at Hailey's, and I was like, oh, I need that one because this is part of my 30 comics by my 30th birthday that have come out or have cover date of October 1993. So, which is I'm trying to get for my 30th birthday.
Yeah.
So this one actually, I think it should have, it is October 93. So I'm excited. I got another one of those because I actually have been making some good progress on those. I don't know if I have 10 yet, but I have at least a good chunk.
A good amount. I think, for starting. Yes, the Batman animated series is so fun.
I haven't watched it since I was little, but I would like to start reading it or watching it again, as well as the Harley Quinn one.
Yeah.
Then I got this one, Adventures in DC Universe, which I mean, I'm really excited to read it, but I also just thought that was really fun cover with just all the characters. Like I love that. I think is the rest Archie. Kind of. Some of it is Archie. Now, of course, I didn't get enough Archie at C2E2, clearly. So I picked up on some of the newer issues that I haven't been getting because I haven't been ordering comics. I've been trying not to go to the shop as much. And they've been coming out with so many different Archie series recently. So I got Betty and Veronica Rock and Roll, which is really fun. There's definitely some other variants that I would like to get of this. Then this one is another Archie and Friends. I'm not sure if it's like space or it kind of reminds me of Transformers a little bit there. I don't know. Just fun. And Jughead's, I mean, you can't. That's my problem. That is my problem. This is Jughead's Time Police, which I've been wanting to read for the longest time, where I don't know, I guess he does. He can time travel.
Oh, that's cool.
And this one was just cool because, of course, it had like famous people in history, as we could see. Betty and Veronica, spectacular. I just really loved like the whole them in space. Okay, so this one I actually had this already, and not because I like accidentally bought it. I got the Ninja Turtles meet Archie because actually Ninja Turtles used to be produced by Archie Comics, and so it's not exactly the most random crossover actually because they actually were like under the same publisher. So I had bought this from Graham Cracker actually like a while ago, but the problem was when I didn't open it the first time and I didn't realize that mine was all like banged up in the back. So I was like, I'll just get another one because it's a wrap. I'm pretty sure it's a wraparound from what I remember. And I just wanted a mint copy, so I'm excited to read that. And then Super fun. And then a couple more Archie. This one was really fun. I ended up getting this one. Hailey, I know. Originally, I was like, "Oh, Hailey would like this one," and then she didn't get it. And I was like, "Okay, I think I thought I had it. Honestly, though, I didn't." Yeah, just because Archie doesn't just like Betty and Veronica. He also has Cheryl and Josie and all of them. So, then a Pep Comics I found. I really liked this because it was like them making fun of themselves, basically, like with another. It looks well. Sure, it looks like Archie, but his name is Wendell. Wendell. And then I just saw a couple more. Like 3 more. Is that you? Good. Yeah, you're doing your books, right? Okay, so this was like partially because I like when characters are just babies in general, but also I got this for my boyfriend because I know he really loves Kiss. But Kiss and or IW did a Kiss series, like Kiss Kids.
Oh my
so
god,
random, but the art is so cute. So I was like, I'll get this. This is just really unique, and I know that he loved it as well. He was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna read it. I actually want to see what it's about. This actually has done a crossover with Archie, I think.
I feel like everything has done a crossover, like with Archie.
Yeah. Yeah, and then here's one like that. Really fun. I don't know how many issues they ended up doing, but I think it was like a mini series. I would like to get the rest. And then this one was my last one. I got, which is a Chrissy Zulo. I am not reading the series. I mean, have you read any of it or anything? So I don't know if you guys have read it, but I got it strictly because first of all, it was just really cute, like bubblegum pink candy cover, and I really love that. And it's Chrissy Zulo, so of course I had to get it. Yeah, so that was my damage.
So I've never heard of the Sweetie series either.
I don't think, unless I'm thinking of a different one. It's by Dynamite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I showed all of my comics, but another thing that I love to do, like for my birthday, is I love going to like bookstores, like just like novels are like kind of like my first love. And something that has been like is currently happening is the International Man Booker Prize announced their long list like last a couple weeks ago. So I purchased a couple of novels on the Man Booker Prize, and I'm really excited. And I ordered some from like also Waterstones, which is in the UK, because I like some of the UK covers, and I just wanted to treat myself. So one of them is Time Shelter, which seems like really, really, really cool. It is translated from Bulgarian, and
That's cool.
It kind of deals with like in Time Shelter, this man like opens a clinic for the past that offers promising treatment for Alzheimer's. Each floor reproduces a decade in minute detail, transporting patients back in time.
Wow.
So that just like seems really cool.
That sounds good. You have to let me know, because I think that would be something I would.
I'm excited. I'm gonna start it today. Then I also got the birthday. It kind of got damaged, but they're sending me a new copy. It makes me sad. The Birthday Party by Laurent Mavinger. I totally botched like that last name, but it's translated from, I believe, French. And basically there is like this like rural like village in France, and there's like several people in the village, and I've heard that people are like, when you read it, you're like the first like 50 or 70 pages, you're like, I have no idea what's going on, and then it gets like really tense, and like it kind of goes like awry. So it feels like seemingly a little bit kind of like a thrillery read, and Chris Pine recommended it as well. He just read that. Which is cool. There's another one called While We Were Dreaming. I'm actually not sure what, I think it's translated from German. But it's basically about these people who were 13 when the Berlin Wall came down in 1989. And it's just kind of like kind of about their friendship and their lives like thereafter. And I love a good friendship story. So I'm excited about this. And also a system so magnificent it's blinding, which is like a super weird, I think it's translated from, I believe, Swedish. And it's a joyful family saga about free will, forgiveness, and how we are all interconnected. And it's about these triplet babies who were born, it says, into chaos in a Swedish hospital. And over 2 decades later, the siblings are scattered around the world, barely speaking. One's in London, one's at Easter Island, and the other is joining a doomsday cult. So it just like seems kind of really wild, to be honest.
Yeah, that sounds good, actually.
I recommended The Birthday Party. You gotta read it. So I'm really excited. Those are all of the books from the Booker Prize that are on the long list. There's about 13 books in total. I didn't order 13 books, but those are the ones I was most interested in. So I was excited about that. And then Candace and I went to Unabridged bookstore, and I bought Romantic Comedy by Curtis Infeld, which is like a romance that is really, really good. I finished this already. But the main protagonist is a comedy writer for a show, which is basically like the Tonight Show, like the SNL. And Curtis did a lot of like research on SNL like, writers. So it was like really cool to just like read something, and the protagonist like falls in love with like a man who is a pop star, and I really like that. It just like feels really grounded in reality. Like it's not this woman who is like super messy. Like she's just like, she's really interesting. I liked that. I don't know. It just felt really like down to earth and real for a romance. So it really, and very funny. It was very funny.
Yeah, sounds good.
I got this book called Couplets, which is literally a collection of poetry and couplets. But I've just have heard so many amazing things about this. And it's about a woman that like lives in Brooklyn. She has a boyfriend, and she meets like another woman at a bar, and they kind of like, I think, have an affair. And so it's told through poetry.
Oh, that's neat.
Really cool. Big Swiss, as you guys can see, I've spent a lot of money and a lot of books. Big Swiss, I think it's already been optioned for a TV show, but it's about sex therapist transcriptions and her wild affair with one of her patients.
Oh my.
Right? That's crazy. And then I got, this is also from Otterstones, and it has sprayed edges, and it's also signed by Eleanor Catton. So
That's cool.
she is really famous for The Luminaries, and The Luminaries won the Booker Prize, I think, in 2013. And I actually like have The Luminaries like over there. I'm reading it right now. Very beautifully written. She's really good at making writing scenes that feel very like tense, and they're like kind of like building up, and is just so descriptive in this like really beautiful way. Like her sentences on a sentence level, I really, really love her writing. And so I'm excited for Burnham Wood, which is I don't know, it deals with a lot of like climate change and like some kind of like community garden. It seems very of like the moment, but I've heard also good things. So I'm excited to read that because she hasn't written anything since The Luminaries or hasn't published. And then last but not least, Demon Copperhead, which is kind of Barbara Kingsolver's take on Oliver Twist in some ways, but this was also long listed for the Women's Fiction Prize. And it has a lot to do, I think, with also like just like addiction and the opioid crisis. And I'm just like really interested in that. So Yeah. Oh, interesting, Miss So. Helen Hunt oh wow. I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, you should look into Big Swiss then if because it's, you know, the main protagonist is a sex therapist. But yeah, so I got a stack of books.
They
So
sound so good. I'm really curious to see which ones are your favorites, and I definitely would be interested.
yeah, I'm really excited. The shortlist for the Man Booker Prize is coming out in 2 days, and I have not even read any of the books that I would buy. I've just been like slowly reading. I finished like romantic comedy, but I'm going to start Time Shelter today. So I'm really excited about those. My like birthday was definitely filled with like all the things that I loved. It was like coffee, books, comics, you know, everything like that. But that's everything. Do you have any more things to show? That was it for me.
I had like one book and then some stuff in the pen store.
Yeah, my pen is in my closet. So I am going to hand it off to you so you could show some of those things. Thanks. Yeah, you should definitely check out maybe some of these books. I don't know, all of them are really good, but I think Big Swiss has been getting a lot of like just like critical acclaim. Like a lot of people are really, really enjoying it. Oh, thank you.
I know it's such a struggle trying to read comics, manga, books, all things here.
Yeah. They're constantly juggling.
So this was actually, I got this at Barnes and Noble when I went, when I got the mangas. So this was I didn't buy any, I don't think I bought any regular books with Hailey. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I did all of the book shopping for us.
Yes.
Is what happened.
Okay, so tip for people. If you go to Barnes and Noble, they have like the cafe, or it's like Starbucks, but not really Starbucks at the same time. And they always have like a book of, I don't know if it changes out every month, every couple months, I'm not sure, but it's like $5 when you buy like a drink or something like that, something from the bakery. So I always get sucked into those because they're only $5, and it's like $5 for like a paperback. So that's really good. So this one actually sounded really interesting. Of course, you know, Mary Shelley is related to, you know, is the writer of Frankenstein, which is really cool. And from I probably can't give you much of a summary at the moment, but I just know that it's going to be a thriller. That sounded really, really good. Just like, yeah, it's a new girl starting at a prep school, and I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember honestly what it was really about. I just remember like I started reading it and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds good." I like thrillers. I'm always looking for thrillers, so that would be fun. It's pretty hefty. Look at for $5. That's pretty good. They always get me. And then so Hailey took me to a fountain pen store, like stationary fountain pen store, and I got, like I said, I said I do like design work and things like that. And one of the things I've been trying to get better at is hand lettering. So I actually bought a little workbook on brush lettering, and it has like, well, I feel like when I was like in like grade school, I mean, I don't even think they do this anymore.
Right, like the cursive.
I don't even think they do this anymore. But it's like shows different, you know, you basically can copy that. I mean, I don't know. I might like do it on different paper, but it gives you like all the lines, and it has like different styles of the like brushes and fonts and stuff like that. So I think it's good to just kind of learn how to do a couple different ones. Plus I'm a big typography nerd, so I really like that. And then I got some practice paper. So I feel like I'm going back to grade school.
Yeah, but now you're going to be able to write me the most beautiful letters.
Yes. And then then I just bought some markers. These are the Tombow brand. Let's see, do they have? Yeah, they have dual edge. One is more of like a brush, which is good for like the hand lettering. And then they also come with like a thin edge. So yeah, I got purple because I love purple. And then I got a black and a gray. And then I have some other markers, of course, at home. So, but I wanted to like get at least a couple to like practice with. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was just really fun. Seeing Hailey loves her fountain pen, so that was like
I
really
love my
cool
fountain.
to see just how many like inks and fountain pens there were. And I was like just looking at all the stationery. I'm like, I don't need it because I know I like you journal all the time and stuff. So like, I know you like use journals. Me, it's like I don't know. I feel like I have way too many that I haven't used yet. So I was like, I want them, but I don't need them. So I thought that'd be a cool thing to like work on.
You do need fountain pens. Let me, mine is in my bag, but I'll show you guys really quickly. Like, this is a fountain pen that I have. This is not the one that I just bought
Yeah, it's
for
so
my
cool
birthday,
to me.
but they're so fun to write with, and I love journaling. We need a pen hunting video. It will happen one day. It'll be great.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, it was awesome. We just like, obviously we've bought so many things. I am solid. I don't need to buy any more comics or books for a little bit.
I know. I almost did, and then I was like, no more shopping until the next con.
Right? Which is also like in like 2 weeks, which I find hilarious.
Yeah. But the best part is we only have so much room in our luggage, so hopefully that will help us keep it less.
um Definitely a bougie pen. I have many bougie pens.
But they're really cool. So I support you.
Well, that's it for us. Thanks for like tuning in and seeing all the things that we purchase, comics and books. Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, and definitely the next show, whenever TBD, we will go back to our regularly scheduled programming of of our back issues and geeky gossip.
Yeah,
and then hopefully as we get closer, we'll start planning for our next con.
Yeah, and if you go to Shortbox Live, say hi to us.
Yes, for sure. All right, have a good Sunday, guys.